I think it's obvious that most people want to take their business from 0 to 100, right?
Absolutely.
Who doesn't like to get money? And I think
Absolutely. And success, right?
yeah. And I think one of the easiest ways to do it with a YouTube channel, right? It's free advertisement, you can make money.
Yep. Lots of money. My business made in the second year almost $500,000 from income that came directly from the channel. So that's business that came from the channel. So it's lots of money.
Yeah.
So
So
why people don't do it?
probably
78% of the people that I asked in a poll if they like to have a YouTube channel said yes. From those 78%, I believe almost no one is doing it. Why?
probably they don't have like the right equipment and they probably don't have anything to actually go over in the YouTube channel.
Okay. Now that's really one of the reasons that people say that they're not creating a YouTube channel because of equipment. I don't have the right camera. I don't know what kind of video editing software to buy, what type, blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. It's not true. What do you think is the real reason, that no one is talking about, the real reason why people are not starting the YouTube channel? And now people that are listening to this video or this podcast, they right now thinking, oh my God, it's the
fear.
It's the fear. Before I started my channel, it took me about almost 4 years. Even though I was doing lectures, I was doing presentations in front of people, talking in board of directors, with all that, I was afraid to be in front of the camera and to be judged by thousands of people and what they will say about my videos. My accent is bad. I barely speak English and I already forgot my Hebrew, so I'm stuck in the no man's land with what do I do here? It's about 4 years, huh?
I want to start a YouTube channel.
Okay, perfect.
And I want it to be about programming now.
Okay.
I think
But is it a business? You want to produce money out of this channel, or you want to have like kids games, or what is it?
I think probably more so I can, kind of give people value, help them out, and in my description or somewhere like that, they can come and get services from me.
Services? You mean like you will be their programmer?
Yes.
Amazing, perfect. And what's the end game? Because you will be in a point very fast, like I was. I started as a one-on-one relationship, but my calendar is full. I cannot service any more people. So you need to have more people now, right?
That's why I think I want to spec into learning management, so I can hire actually get employees. They'll do I think more large projects and I'll probably more focus on more complicated code and go over their work.
Okay, very good. So you starting as a one-man show. When your calendar is full, you're starting to bring more people to help you.
I think before my calendar gets full, I think I have to first learn how to deal with all of this stuff, because to be fair, it's I think really is scary to go into something they're not used to.
Okay. So let's go back to the channel. Okay, so you want to have a channel. Why you're not doing it? What's going on?
I can't give you an answer that doesn't sound so forced and weird, just because the truth is, I don't think that I can compare to the other pros out there, the people who've been doing programming their entire lives. I don't know how I can compare to their channels.
Why you need to compare yourself to anyone?
I think, because the logic seems weird whenever you think about it, but in my head it just makes sense, but at the same time doesn't. Whenever there's a program channel, their name is Bob Programming.
The
builder.
The coder.
Okay, the coder. He's the most popular guy on YouTube. He teaches everyone about code.
Okay.
Now, why would somebody come to my video teaching them about HTML when they can go to his channel about HTML?
So you will never be Bob. and you will never be someone else. You will always be you. And when someone creates a channel, and that's right for anything in business, you need to create something that is unique to you. I see endless people that creating channels or creating businesses based on other people. They're trying to see someone that already did it and is paving the way for them. But that's not real. You're trying to be someone else. You need to know what is your value in the marketplace. Every person in the world will have some kind of value in the marketplace. And this is why people connect with them. And this value need to come on YouTube. This specific thing. You don't need bucket full of offerings. You need this one beautiful thing that you possess and you're passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people. I always been like that. This is what I bring to the channel, and people feel it. You bring whatever you have inside of you, this good thing that you want to share with others. And some people will tell you that it's horrible. Some people will say it's magic. But you're aiming for the people that loves your content and you are similar to them. You share the same personality, maybe same ideas, same values. And this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, so I think that just going for YouTube in general is always going to be a scary thing, right? There's no way for it not to be anything. Even, right? You said that you've done seminars, you've talked to people, like sometimes in like the hundreds, right? The huge group of people.
It's not huge. 100 is nothing compared to like Tony Robbins and those monsters, right? But not 100 is nothing, but for me it's a lot, right? That's my capacity,
right? A little guy born in Netanya, Israel, right?
Right. The biggest I saw is a family dinner, right? So, yeah, absolutely. The biggest point about fear is, for 4 years I was really afraid of this moment of what will happen when people will see my videos. And I produced videos and I also took them down almost immediately because I was so afraid what the public would say about my videos. I was really, really afraid. And then I did some thinking time and I tried to see what is the reality and not what is my imagination. When you have a problem, you always try to ask yourself, is it real what I'm just having? This anxiety, is it real? And most of the times, if you're very honest with yourself, you will see that it's not real. And I asked myself, if people will dislike my videos or will have nasty comments, how bad is it? And the reality, I don't give a shit. This is the reality. The story, I'm afraid of everything. But in reality, if someone is commenting and is saying your video is horrible, the reality, I will just ask if he can help me with directions to be better in my next video. This is how I am as a person. And I want to get more feedback so I can improve. And it's beautiful. I like negative comments so I can be better for the next time. So people that, I already have some people that are giving me bad comments. So what? They're doing me a favor. Now there's some people that are nasty and bad comment or a review on your performance. Those are totally different. Okay? Now, if someone is nasty, I just feel bad for him. Because for sure, I am not the reason why he commented a nasty comment. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Something is going on with him. It's or that his life are miserable, or he's going through a very hard time in life. I am just a trigger for a problem that he already have.
you can't go over the fact that you are growing as a channel, and I think that
Slowly.
yeah. And I think the main fear part that most people have, not even fear at this point, some people get up, make a channel, they upload it on for like 3 months, every day, make good quality videos, but then they just stop.
True.
Because they just don't see growth. Because I remember it took you, I think, just about a year and a half until you started to even get to like 200 subscribers.
Yeah, year and a half I was producing videos for myself, but I saw the vision, and this is what kept me going, because I knew that if I would continue to produce, YouTube will give me enough love, and then it will start to promote my videos so other people can see me. And from million people that sees your videos, some of them will like you, some of them not, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and I think that you talked earlier about how people, one of their reasons for not making a channel is lack of topic, but I think there are 7 billion people on this planet. I think around 5 billion of them have access to internet. Now more and more people every day are getting more internet. And I think that because there are so many people on this planet, there's going to be millions of people who are going to want a topic. There's channels that have millions of subscribers who paint walls.
So think about it. If someone now is watching this episode or listening to this episode, how do you think he can collect topics for his next video?
For example, I enjoy fishing. I enjoy programming.
How can you bring a topic? Fishing is not a topic.
Well, I think it can be if you take yourself, put a camera, and start filming yourself doing what you love, and that can become your topic.
But the topic needs to be something that the public has an interest. Because if only you has an interest, doesn't work. So the easiest way is to go to forums and questions websites and see what people are asking related to your field.
Okay. But I think, again, I remember that there was, okay, just theoretical. I enjoy making jewelry. It's something I do in my free time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Do you think it would work if I may as well just take a camera, show everybody step by step, upload the video?
Sure.
I'm doing it for fun. I'm not spending extra time on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if people watch it, and if I can even maybe make a business out of it,
absolutely.
do you think that could work?
You will make, because when you're making those your merchandise, or you're making a beautiful ring or whatever it is, first of all, people will like the way that you explain it. They will like the way that you assemble it. They will like your passion about your field. They will connect with you. This is all of us. People connect because they feel the similarity, they feel close, they feel he understands me. He's going through the same pain that I'm going through. When I used to have you and Gaia and Leon as babies, I used to go to check videos of how to raise kids and how to do it in the best way. But right now, I'm 46, you guys are older, I'm not going to those videos anymore, and probably I will never go again. Because we're not sharing something that is common. I don't care about raising kids now. I care about other things, right? How to send my kids to university. So it's totally different story. So with the jewelry website or jewelry channel, people that care about it, or they try to open their business or whatever it is, those will be the audience for this channel.
And remember, earlier I was talking about how there are so many people on this planet that you're pretty much guaranteed that at least, and sometimes people don't even watch a video because they enjoy it. They could watch it because they just want to watch it, or they don't have to be interested in that topic. They could watch it because they enjoy the person, right?
I personally, I cannot relate to that. I really don't understand why people will just watch something. I don't understand social media. I never understood why a person will scroll and see videos. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying with my capacity, I cannot get why a person will swipe and see videos not related to something he is interested in. I understand seeing a video. I have a problem with something and I will search videos about it and I will solve it. So I don't really understand the logic of just watching videos for
Yeah.
I want to watch a video, right? See a good movie, right?
Yeah. I think nowadays it has to more do with just ease of access with like things like TikTok. They're used again. I'm not too up with like stuff like that either. But I know how it works,
Yep.
and I know it's so easy. You don't have to go out of your way to find these videos. You just go click,
Right.
click.
I'm not saying that I am right. I'm not saying that being on social media is wrong. Absolutely. Go to TikTok, do Facebook, Instagram, right? All this crap. I don't get it. This is why I was never. I have sometimes I'm going to my LinkedIn profile, I see like 50 messages of people asking service, and I'm coming to them after like a month. I don't get all this, and they're of course unhappy with me. They think I'm ignoring them, but it is what it is. I'm 46 old, but I feel like 96 old in terms of social media. It's way too advanced for me to grasp it.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's a good thing to have. Absolutely.
And I think that that's again. I can't say it because of course we are two very different generations, right? Your generation.
Little bit.
You're trying to stay young as long as possible.
No.
But the fact that we are two different generations, I can only do so much to relate with your generation, right? But
Why would you need to relate to my generation? We're totally different.
But I think that there's like everyone's divided into two places: the people who are trying to be young and the people who are trying to be old. Like I like to call it the back in my day person, the
Okay.
person who will go to kids. Usually, I see a lot of teachers doing it, saying, but when I was younger, if you were to do stuff like this, you could be sent out of school. And it just usually doesn't work. And with kids, sometimes they try to make older people or, just people in the older generations feel very old. And I think if you're able to find a way to be balanced with both.
Your generation can never understand my generation the same way that my generation can never understand your generation. You live in a time that if you need let's say we're talking about buying you something. How much time you waiting for this thing that I will buy for you?
With Amazon and Prime, I think it's just about a day.
A day. I used to wait weeks, months, or years, or never for things. And that's not because my parents were bad. It was because there were or no money, or no merchandise, or nowhere to buy it. And there were 1,000,005 reasons why not to get it. And we, in my generation, used to wait. So patience was built in because there was no other option. And your generation, I'm not talking about you specifically, I'm talking about your generation. There is a sense of entitlement that just because I have blood in my veins, I deserve to get everything. And that's something that my generation caused. We are to blame of what we did to this generation, right? We killed you all. We killed your chances of success in the real world, because imagine someone that is not used to get no, even a no, not even wait, no, right? And this guy is going to get a job somewhere. But you think the business owner will accept, bullshit? He wants results. Or else, go on, right?
I think that's like the really hard part to see in the future, because you don't know what's going to happen. Because again, I can't say anything about people in my generation because again, I can't judge anyone because again,
Of course.
no one has that kind of high ground to just say whatever they want about people.
Of course.
But I think in general, it's I'm going to say just a fact that your generation is very different and the way that you guys work is very different. Now with electronics and all that kind of stuff, with everything being potentially online, I just don't know how the world is going to turn out. In my mind, I'm going to only see the already business giants like Apple, Disney, Amazon, Microsoft, because odds are their parents are going to teach their kids what they know. So I doubt that they're going to be...
Doesn't matter. So let's say that the first part of my business career, after I sold some businesses and I started to get some more understanding of how things works, after I failed many times, I tried to help business owners, telling them what not to do and what to do so they can be successful. The number of people that listened to me almost zero. Now, it's not because they didn't believe me or I wasn't strong enough. I was very strong. It's just because people need to go through the journey by themselves. So I can tell you how many times I told you things and you didn't do. Did you ever read my book?
No.
No. Thousands of people read my book and said it was a great book. My son never read my book. Did your sister read my book?
No.
No. Same thing. And you want to be in business, right? So same thing. I can tell you 1,000 times how to do something or how to avoid something, but you will have your own journey. You will not listen to me. In the same moment you will say, yeah. 2 minutes after, there will be other stimulations around you that will grab your attention and you will not do it because you have a different journey. You need to have this pain, and the brain will not want to have the same pain again. Right?
Yeah. And back to the book topic, I just don't read.
Start reading.
I listen. I don't use my eyes. People don't need eyes anymore.
No.
We have robots.
No problem. But it's not about this book. But anyway, let's 1 second go back to the YouTube. The biggest thing that you need to concentrate when you're creating a YouTube channel. So first of all, take your iPhone, put it on the desk and produce a video. It's every smartphone these days will have great HD quality. It is what it is. Don't wait for equipment. Start to produce videos consistently on a weekly basis for at least 6 months. And if you're able to do it for 6 months consistently, I allow you to buy equipment. And the equipment will cost you about $2,000. You can have nice equipment. Okay?
Yeah, because you need a good microphone. But do you think that
it's not that expensive?
But do you think that depending on your trade, what your topic is, it could change what you need? Because somebody who might just be showing stuff on a computer, like a programmer, teaching somebody how to do web development, they might not need a camera. They might just need a good microphone.
Sure, and also a screen share software, which is nothing. Yeah, sure. So in the beginning, for example, I'm showing myself in the video. And just to have some kind of variety, because when someone watching the screen, it's a bit boring sometimes, especially when I have videos that I'm showing stuff for like 20 minutes. And I need people to stay with me. So I'm using some body language, I'm raising my voice up, down, speed, I'm trying whatever I can so people will stay engaged. So if you only have a screen share, you're probably missing few people on the way. And people need also to see you because you're trying to brand yourself. So if they will see you not only like a talking head, like at least half of the body, right? They will see you, they start to understand who you are, and they will connect the value that you bring with the picture that they see, and this is Eli.
Okay, so let's say I'm right now. I made my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm uploading videos, but I want to try my best to boost my success with my YouTube channel. Is there anything I could do with like the thumbnail, video?
Absolutely. The best way to know how to produce a thumbnail is just to search. So let's say your video is how to make Mickey Mouse videos, okay? That's the title. You go to YouTube, you search how to create Mickey Mouse videos on YouTube. You will get the search results on YouTube. And then you need to see what are the thumbnails that people produced, and yours will be different.
Okay.
Different color, different fonts, just different. So it will pop up out whenever people search.
Yeah. Now, I already know a lot of the time people don't search up videos unless they're specifically looking for a question, like how to change a blueprint with Zoho.
Most search results will come from questions.
Yeah. And there's also like with recommended, right? You have in the sidebar, sometimes you're searching something to do with a code, but then you see something beside it. How to change your editing software.
True.
Are you looking for any specific colors with your thumbnail or your title? Does it have to have numbers or special characters?
Some people will say yes. I think I'm changing my videos all the time and playing with colors and themes, and I like it. Just me. I think the reason that people will follow you will not be about the font size. It will be about the value you can provide them. Why someone will take the time to watch your video and not play with his kids or do some work or waste his time on Facebook? There is a reason why we look at your video, and it's the value. It's not that the fonts, it's not about nothing about it. The fonts will give you about 0.1% more, but the value, it's all about the value.
Yeah.
It's like a mother. Mother is giving without conditions because she loves her kids. When you're giving online, you need to give because you want to give, not because you expect more business, you want more money, nothing about it. It's about giving, right? I have lots of problems with lots of videos that I see that people are giving just little bit because they expect the person who sees the video to come to them and ask for more. So for example, if it's a video about how to produce an email template, they will show just the beginning and they will say, okay, if you want more, come to my, call me or whatever. This is bullshit. This is not how it's supposed to work.
The whole value thing, you always talking to me about Jim Rohn, right? Your mentor, your teacher.
Absolutely. Yeah. Jim Rohn.
And at the beginning, when you first talked to me about giving people value, I thought, it's nice and all, but it's so stupid. Why would I give somebody all the information that I could instead sell for money? And then over time, as I grew, I saw the result in front of me. People want to work with somebody that's giving them. And the fact that you're like their teacher, well, you are their teacher if they're taking information from you,
right?
That they think of you as a smart person. And then they're going to want to work with you because they know how much more you can give.
It's called authority. And every time that I build any kind of business, it doesn't matter in which field, I always try to be an authority. Because no one wants to work with an average person. When someone has a problem in his kidneys, he goes to someone who specializes in kidneys. When someone has a problem in his brain, he goes to someone specializing in brain. When someone has a problem with his Zoho CRM, he comes to me. Because I'm an authority in my field, right? When people call me because of the YouTube channel, and that's also a huge value that you're getting from YouTube, the phone calls that I'm getting or the meetings that I have with people, it's not about, can you tell me who you are? Can you show me your resume, which companies you work with, show me references. Every 3-4 months I have one caller that's calling because he saw me organically on search results, and he started to ask me, okay, can I get a quote? Can I see a reference? I'm telling him I'm probably not a good fit for you. I don't have a sales cycle. When people call from YouTube and they see me for 100 videos, they know that they want to work with me, and they know that they will get the best price that I can give them, and quality will be there, and it's all good, and there is immediate business.
So YouTube, again, I think, for a lot of people, YouTube is considered the place for people who just don't, saying, oh, I make videos on YouTube too. People usually, I think, look at that and say, oh, okay. But I think with what you just told me, YouTube can be looked at its own kind of resume, because you finished school, you just never went into university in high school and university in college.
Right. Think about it like that. Let's say that you want to go to learn how to be a lawyer. Okay, so you're going to start your journey in university. What if you create a YouTube channel starting to teach people the basic things that you already learned, which are much more than what the average person knows? How to create contracts, what is an engagement, all the legal terms that you're learning anyway during school, and you start to produce videos. And after, let's say, 6 years that you open your own practice, you already have about 1,000 videos. You have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You have tens of thousands of dollars a month as income. And now you're starting your business, and you have a lineup of 3,000 people just begging for you to work with you.
Yeah, I think it's just so crazy to think, because the thing is, YouTube has around 2 billion people using it, and all of them have an account. There's, I think, around 1 billion more who are guests, who don't have anything.
Absolutely.
So to think that you have a potential group of people who can watch your videos, that you can make such easy money, and especially...
It's not easy, just to be fair. Producing videos, it's not easy.
I think, you're completely right. Producing videos...
It's a job.
It's its own job. But I think once you get off the ground and you actually start getting into a cycle, it becomes natural money. You don't have to, work per video. You get it over time. It's hard to do, but...
It's not true. It's not true. You produce those videos. Every video is its own video, has its own life cycle, takes its own efforts, but it's compounding. Every video that you produce affecting all the videos that you created in the past.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay? Okay.
I think I didn't speak properly.
Let's fight.
But and also I recently learned that the student debt in general is so high with people in university and college because it's expensive. And for some people who want to pursue being doctors and lawyers, there's a lot of money in that field, but it's very difficult. And getting just off of student debt, it's one of the longest and most difficult processes in a person's life, right?
But it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice. It's not... Gaia, your sister, okay, since she was 12 years old, she started to save for university, because I said that I'm not going to pay for university. If you want to go to university, it's your journey, not mine. I can help you with maybe an apartment, maybe a vehicle. I will not pay for university. It's your journey. And she's now 17 years old. She has university covered. She did You know, she did babysitting, she helped me in my business, she did lots of stuff. But she was a teacher in a few places. This is her journey. If someone just wake up and he says, I need money for university because I'm 18, it's too late, dude, right? And also when they are in university, they need to produce quality content and they will get paid for it. There is tons of money in this field.
And I think you're right. There's so many people who don't, because for example, let's say somebody who is watching this wants to go to university.
Okay? Do you want to go to university?
But they're, Guy is 17, right? She's going to university next year.
Yep.
Which is so sad. But, now you're 17, you're watching this and you want to go to university next year, but you don't have any money saved. Mm-hmm. So I think being able to produce money while in university or even before you actually get into school.
Absolutely.
Because I think there's because again, everyone in my school in general, they're all smart people. Mm-hmm. Everyone that I know, they're intelligent, they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But the mentality has been throughout, my generation is you can only start making money once you have a job or once you become 18 and after you complete college. And the school isn't helping by saying, I'm not saying at all that college, university isn't a way of making money. But there's so many ways you can make money outside of that world. You can make so much money with it, but you can also make money without it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When you learn in school, or when society, government, and all the official organizations, when they teach you how you can earn money, it's always dependent on time and title. So if you are a doctor and you're spending 50 hours, you get paid X amount of money. If you are an architect, you're spending 1 month of work, you're getting this kind of money. This is pure bullshit. The way you get paid in the world is about value. You and me can have exactly the same degree, same background, with same color, with same everything. We're exactly identical people. I will have $1 million for a meeting and you will get $60,000 a year. And because I can bring more value to the marketplace than you. And when people go to university, they see, okay, I'm going to have a job, I need to spend 6 years for this, 6 years for that. You can, if it's about trying to be a doctor, medical doctor, and help people because you're passionate about it, go do the journey. If it's just about money, there's so many ways to make money, unlimited ways, easy.
You told me a while ago of a person who cleans in general. He just cleans stuff in other people's businesses.
Yep.
And
cleaning offices.
Yeah, and in that time, I was having kind of my own little crisis. I still kind of am about what I'm gonna do for my career. And then you explained to me.
You're already 14 and you don't know what you're going to do in life.
I know, I'm such a disappointment. But you explained to me how the guy makes more money than most people in general.
Making tons of money.
Because he, in his industry, he does it the best.
That's true.
He hires the right people. He works, with the right people.
And he's very expensive. He's more expensive than any other company.
But he still makes the most money.
He makes the most money. He's a very intelligent and smart business owner.
So I think that's the important thing to know is that doesn't matter what you do. Of course it technically does, but if you're the best at it or you bring your own, special little twist, I think that's how you really make money in this world, right?
It's not in this world, but yeah. When I used to have a marketing company, we used to go to business owners and we asked them, what is your value proposition? And the answer was always, 100% of the time, they try to reduce their price to have a better value in the marketplace. Always. Okay, I'm charging $10 for this item, I can make it $9.50. And we always told them, it's not about the price. I don't want you to discount the price. I don't care even if you double the price. I just need value. Why you and not someone else? Why would I buy from you? Can you give me better delivery? Can you give me more education? Can you hold my hand while I'm assembling the product? Can you call me a day after to ask me how was my dental treatment? Just give me value and I will marry you. But people are not doing it. They always think that value comes from price, discounting their prices.
And I think you just answered the question. It's like I don't know really how to explain, but whenever you go for a job interview, the guy asks, why should you work for me? Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time is, oh, I'm so good at this. I'm actually a professional at this. I've worked with this guy. I've done this. I've been doing this for 20 years. But I think that's not what people want to hear because it sounds so... Anyone could lie. It sounds so forced.
They lie. I'm doing interviews all the time. Yeah.
So...
And by the way, one thing, sorry to disrupt you. I'm just passionate about this topic because right now, I interviewed about 100 executive assistants, and I was not able to find the right one for me. What I'm doing now, and I'm changing the way that I'm doing it, I'm going to have a very short interview, just a personal interview with a person, and then I'm going to offer them 1 day of paid work. And in this 1 day, I will work with them. And if we have good chemistry and we can work together, because it's not only about knowledge, if we can work together, they will stay, and if not, they will go. But it will be a 1 day of paid work, and they will know in advance that they're coming for 1 day. And I started already like a few days ago. I did the 2 paid interviews, and I'm happy that I did it, and I didn't waste time on contracts and all the legal stuff, with people that are not a good fit.
Yeah, and what you just said, I think, is very specific to your company. You work. You have a few employees.
Work.
You have a few employees. You're mostly just a one-man army. You do most of the work by yourself, right?
No, not true.
Well,
I do just the consulting.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you have a few developers.
I have developers. I have people that are doing websites and marketing and CRM. I'm just doing consulting.
But you used to be a one-man army, and then you slowly changed from that, right?
That is correct.
I remember you were talking to us about how this is the best way for you to make money, and then eventually with your YouTube channel you were able to get employees and actually do well with employees, which I think...
Not employees, I'm employing people for a small period of time until they are very good, and then I release them to be freelancers working exclusively for me, and they're getting 50% of the money.
Okay, so it really becomes, it's definitely beneficial for everybody, right?
Absolutely, because as an employee, you would make, let's say, $60,000 a year, and in this new relationship, you will make 200. So
just
no brainer,
right?
Yeah, of course, but it needs to be top notch.
And I know you have no room. I am your son. I don't know if I think you know that.
Are you?
Yeah, I think you know that, right? Yeah. I already know you have zero room for BS. Mm-hmm. You don't like people who waste your time. Mm-hmm. You aren't about anything like that. You're very to the point. Mm-hmm. And when people don't do it, then you have zero patience for it.
That's right. Out. Bye. Yep.
Yeah, I know too well.
Yep, absolutely.
But I think for a long time when I was younger, I thought that was a nightmare for me, but then I realized it's the best. Because while most of my competition, in terms of people that I will be working against...
You have no competition. You have no competition. With what you already know and the way that you've been raised, you have no competition. Because when you got the nose and when you...
The nose?
nose. Like, those things are usually, they're not acceptable in other places. And when you have no electronics for a week, and we stand by the week, and it's not okay, let's make it 2 hours, right? Those things are making you a different person. And with my kids, for example, just something cool that maybe you can do with your kids. When they want something that is more than the basics, let's say the bicycle or trip somewhere, or something that is more than the food, shelter, the basics, the kid need to bring you to create, for example, some value. So with my kids, for example, we went to Udemy, which is a website that has lots of courses, thousands of courses, or 100,000 of courses. And Eli, for example, or his siblings, they used to go to Udemy and do a course. I don't care about what. Might be about martial arts, dancing, programming, body language, how to fart. I don't care so much what the kind of Udemy it is, but I like to see a certification, and I also like to ask them questions about it. So when we have our Shabbat dinner, which is a family dinner on Friday night, the kid needs to come up with what he learned and needs to show off what he knows now compared to last week, which is making your kid 1,000 times more deadly than what he is, and also his self-esteem goes up dramatically. So I think it's cool, and also he's getting like something from the parents, so it's just win-win-win, right?
Yeah.
Did you find this the Udemy is helpful, this approach? You don't need to say yes, by the way.
Udemy by itself, like I said, he already explained, it's a platform for courses. People upload courses. Now, I absolutely love it because there's not just one person explaining everything, because you can go to different teachers, and most of the time, the most popular courses have very friendly, smart, and nice people who explain things very well. Like right now, I'm watching a web development course, and it's so good because
you like it.
Because I enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
I'm not. I don't have to torture myself going around. YouTube's great and all, but it's
YouTube is great, but you don't have process.
Yeah.
It's not structured, and that's the problem. This is why people buy my course, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't sell any courses because I'm giving everything online. But people still go to the course.
Yeah. And the fact that, because again, let's say I want to learn how to be a web developer by myself and self-taught completely, it's going to be so hard because I'm going to have to spend hours just trying to find the topic that I'm looking for. And I might not even know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
True.
And I think that approach is so simple. And, for younger kids, you don't need something expensive to make their mind go, yes, I want it.
Right. Just about the parents pushing the kids to do it, because kids don't want to do it. They want to, Fortnite, all the stuff that's crippling their brains, right? Okay, so let's summarize this podcast video, whatever it is, okay? So the main problem with YouTube will be probably the fear of taking action. The upside, you will be rich. That's the upside. You will also have lots of enjoyment from the process. You will also help people on the way. You will also contribute, which only about 10% of the population contribute. The other 90% are takers. So you also becoming to a very prestige club, which is not that bad. You don't need any type of equipment. You just need a phone. You need to be consistent, produce content. I know it sounds like, it's just saying the eye level. No, this is, that's it. Just upload videos to your channel, and creating a channel, you go to YouTube, you click add channel. That's it. And just produce content. That's it. All the other BS that you have in your brain, the reasons of why not, I need to study more, I need to research, it's all bullshit. It's all crap that your brain is generating, and it's not related to reality in any way. Just produce content consistently, and as you go, just buy more equipment. There are lots of YouTube videos that will show you what type of equipment you can buy. And then I allow you, after 6 months of good quality content, to upgrade yourself with good equipment, okay?
And finally, once you're done all that, do it. You have zero excuses. You could do it when you're in school, you can do it while you're working, and you could do it at any age.
Does it mean that next week I see your first episode? Because you're talking like you need to do it. Are you going to do it?
I will.
I will?
Not just will, the W-I-L-L, the will.
For sure.
I'm putting in the will.
Right? So you have people now watching your promise. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you in the next episode next week.